In the heart of central China, along the mighty Yangtze River, lies a city that is both ancient and modern, Changsha. As the capital of Hunan province, it is not only a thriving hub of politics and culture, but also one of the true cradles of Chinese civilization, where history, geography, climate, and a remarkably diverse cuisine converge. Locals often say, if you want to understand China, go to Beijing. If you want to taste China, come to Changsha. Changsha lies at the very heart of Hunan province in southern China, nestled along the Xiang River, a major tributary of the Yangtze. This location gives the city a humid subtropical climate marked by sweltering summers, chilly winters, and high humidity year-round. Summer, temperatures often rise above 35 degrees Celsius with heavy, oppressive heat. Winter, cold air masses sweep in, sometimes dropping the mercury below 5 degrees Celsius. Spring and autumn, mild and refreshing when trees bud and blossoms open, offering the most delightful seasons to experience the city's vibrant culinary scene. It is precisely this harsh climate that has shaped a cuisine bold in flavor, spicy, salty, and intensely aromatic, helping locals withstand both the damp chill of winter and the stifling heat of summer. Their dining habits reflect the same spirit, fiery, full-bodied, and uncompromising, never bland, never halfway. Strolling through the streets of Changsha, one is immediately struck by the countless food stalls and eateries, each offering its own distinctive flavor of local life. Among the many highlights are steamed fish head with chili, spicy Changsha prawns, smoked pork, Hunan rice noodles, and crispy sugar-glazed rice cakes. Yet, above all these delicacies, nothing leaves a stronger impression than the city's most iconic dish, Stinky Tofu. The Chinese have a saying, smells foul, tastes fragrant. No, where embodies this better than Changsha, where Stinky Tofu has become the city's unmistakable calling card. Changsha's version stands out with its unique appearance. A deep, charcoal black color, a crispy shell that gives way to a soft, silky interior. To enjoy it properly, a small hole is poked into the surface, then it is drenched in fiery red chili sauce. The century-old brine, Stinky Tofu owes its soul to the legendary century-old brine, a dark, living ferment passed down through generations. This liquid is not simply seasoning, it is alive, teeming with microorganisms that must be carefully fed and nurtured like a heritage treasure. The feeding ritual, to keep the microbes active, masters of the craft enrich the brine with. Aged cured ham at least 3 years old, its proteins break down fully, releasing deep, complex aromas. Grains, soybeans, and dried bamboo shoots sun simmered for 5 hours before being poured into the brine, adding layers of earthy flavor. Raw duck eggs, cracked in by the dozens, their richness feeding the microbial culture and boosting fermentation. Ground black sesame, intensifying the dark, ink-like color and adding subtle nuttiness. The soaking secret, fresh tofu is bathed in this living brine, but timing is everything. No more than 2 hours, longer and the tofu dissolves into mush. No less than 1 hour, shorter and the tofu won't take on the signature black color or pungent aroma. This delicate balance, learned only through years of experience, is the lifeline of true Stinky Tofu. The microbial magic. Inside the brine, microorganisms break down proteins into amino acids, creating a natural umami that fuses with the pungent stink. It is here, in this fragile equilibrium, that the paradox of stinky yet fragrant is born. The double fry ritual, the cooking itself carries another hidden art. Stinky tofu is fried twice. The first fry is quick, releasing its unmistakable aroma into the air, a signal to every passerby. The second fry locks in the texture, giving a crispy shell while keeping the inside piping hot and tender. The fiery red sauce, no serving is complete without its scarlet soul, a sauce made from pickled chilies, fresh chilies, garlic, ginger, oyster sauce, and a splash of herbal broth. It clings to the tofu's crust, igniting every bite with heat and fragrance. The paradox of taste: at first, the smell is strong, even off-putting. But once you bite in, the contrast is unforgettable: crispy outside, silky inside, spicy, salty, and deeply aromatic. Locals often say, if you haven't tasted Stinky Tofu, you haven't truly set foot in Changsha. Beyond its legendary recipe, Stinky Tofu is truly a food of the people. You don't need to step into high-end restaurants to find it. Instead, it greets you right on the streets of Changsha, from smoky roadside stalls to humble family-run shops. As dusk settles, vendors begin to push out their carts. The crackle of sizzling oil blends with the sharp, unmistakable aroma drifting through the air. Crowds gather almost instinctively, not just out of hunger, but for the comfort of a flavor tied deeply to both childhood memories and the very soul of the city. For many, waiting in line for a skewer of Stinky Tofu is more than a snack, it's a shared ritual of Changsha nights. In the end, Stinky Tofu is more than just a dish, it is a symbol of Changsha itself. Black on the outside, fragrant within, it carries the city's boldness, resilience, and warmth in every bite. To taste it is to taste Changsha's spirit. And although the streets of Changsha are filled with countless other delicacies, Stinky Tofu remains its most iconic signature. In the next journeys, I'll take you deeper into these flavors. Goodbye, and see you again in the next video.